California is now 3 years into one of the state's worst droughts in the last century, but you wouldn't be able to tell by looking at the lawns of houses in Silicon Valley. While a few brown lawns dot the landscape in Redwood City, California, they are surrounded by luscious and thirsty plants and grasses. Even in these tough times, the water features that stand outside the San Mateo County History Museum in downtown Redwood City are still running. Redwood City is currently under tough outdoor water restrictions. Hardscapes, like sidewalks and driveways, are not to be washed with water. Lawns are to be watered only twice a week, and outdoor watering that causes runoff is strictly prohibited. All fountains must use recirculated or recycled water, if they are to be run at all. One of the region's new programs to try to reduce outdoor water waste is called Lawn Be Gone, which uses financial incentives to encourage residents to rip up their traditional grass lawns and replace them with native drought-resistant plants. Landscape designer Julie Orr says clients come to her asking for drought-resistant or native gardens, whether or not they know about the incentives.
I've had a lot of clients call me that are motivated by the incentive program, and then I've had clients who just want to save water and call me, and then I'm the one that actually educates them about the water rebate. Some clients, after they're educated, decide to go ahead and move forward and call their water company and get the process started, and others want me to just design a garden that's water-wise and not involve the program.
Redwood City resident Tracy Powers already took the step of replacing most of the plants in her yard with native species.
One thing about native yards in California is that we are blessed with some of the most beautiful native landscapes, so it makes the decision pretty easy. You don't have to choose between beautiful or native. You get them both.
Redwood City has a good history of water use reduction. It is behind on a Bay Area voluntary reduction goal of 10% this year, but this isn't necessarily a bad thing. The city already met its water reduction goals for the year 2020, well ahead of schedule, and is simply having trouble finding more places to cut back. Now the city is cracking down on homeowners who violate water restrictions by offering up new smart meters that offer immediate water usage information to the city and the homeowner. But it's not that simple, says Powers.
Our lots up here are very big, and we're in a fire hazard area. So the year we moved in, the yard was not irrigated. It was very dry. We were in another 3-year kind of mini drought then. And a neighbor's kid threw a cigarette in my yard and burned half of it down, almost burned my house down. We almost got in trouble with the fire district because they're like, you can't have weeds. You have to irrigate your yard. You have to grow, things have to be wet because otherwise everything is a tinderbox up here. We don't really have a choice. We can't just turn off the water up here in the summer.
Drought-resistant native plants may offer a beautiful view, but take years to get established and are often too expensive for the average homeowner. Some area landscapers have minimum fees of up to $30,000.
Any landscaping project is expensive. So I think it really needs to be looked at as an investment in the property.
It's expensive because the death rate, you plant 10 plants and 4 will die, 4 won't make it. Here's one that didn't make it right here.
The only thing that a client can really do with their current landscape is just to make sure there's no leaks in irrigation, to make sure that they're using their water wisely, simply make sure that there's 2 inches of mulch and compost on your plants because that also helps keep moisture in. The misconception is that everybody thinks a native garden takes no water and needs no maintenance. That's not the case.
So while some homeowners go to the extra length to reduce water usage, others are just hoping that rain clouds come soon. This is Allison McCartney reporting for the Peninsula Press, a project of the Stanford Graduate Program in Journalism.